Hey look, what's the word, Triggerbird? I got fresh heat straight off of Hoover Street, so like, subscribe, and comment. You know I don't care about some real shit or some nonsense. But today I wanted to get into a few videos, man. The first video I wanted to get into was the damn homie interview with some dude named Baby Moose from Raymond. Now, the reason why I want to get into this video because I seen another one with a dude named, I think his name is FBang, if I'm not mistaken. I think I seen Crenshaw Mafia, then I seen Inglewood Family, I don't know. I heard Munchie, Tiny Munchie, that is, got up on him. So I'm thinking he gotta be from either or, you know, this shit. Inglewood is Inglewood. Inglewood can handle Inglewood business no matter how, man, shit, how they see fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's Inglewood, Crenshaw Mafia, excuse me. Crenshaw Mafia is up the street from the families. And for those who don't know, they like right up like a couple of shit, just a couple of blocks really. But this dude got on here, he was basically speaking on the EOP situation, man, and that's something that kind of like caught my eye because I want to explain something to y'all. For those who ain't been to prison, right? This EOP shit is crazy because a lot, like, so when I was younger and was coming to prison, it used to be prohibited that dudes go EOP because that was like a tap out. You know, like, you know, it's a tap out. Them go EOP. That was the closest thing to SNY because SNY dudes be on them yards. You know, SNY, sensitive needs and transsexuals and rapists and all these dudes that's running from something, just going on these yards. They play fake crazy. And remember, I don't know if I told y'all, but I made another video, my last video that I was saying basically, it's impossible to go EOP unless you play with boo-boo. You have to really play with feces and shit in your booty to damn near go SNY. I mean, to go EOP, excuse me, to go EOP. The reason for that is because they don't take you serious. So many dudes tapping out every day trying to go over there, so where they don't take dudes serious. So you have to show us a little more to show that, okay, this is kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you take a dude serious is playing your shit. You playing your shit, I promise you. They gonna say this motherfucker is crazy. Now, another thing I wanna say, a lot of these dudes is using EOP to say they good. Like, but my thing is, if you ain't caught a murder, attempted murder, a drug case, if you haven't caught a crime to try to get yourself out of it, because you gotta play the mental state, you know, in order for them to convict you and something like that, right? But a lot of these dudes is not doing that. They get into drug debts like the nigga Hawk. He the same way. Everybody think it's about a TV. It's not about a TV. This dude tapped out in prison because he was on dope. Had a drug debt that he couldn't pull up on. And the result of that, when he got his property, he wanted with something that he didn't collect off. And like I say, a lot of dudes have found a way to get around going SNY. It's called EOP. They play like they crazy and they need meds. And they're trying to get back to society. And that's not it. Your ass went crazy when you was doing your crime. Your ass went crazy when you was doing dope. But they run up these depths and they run up all this shit. They get paranoid and they go over there and say, oh, but what they do is by the time they wake up, they're in the hole. So by the time they realize what they did, and they figure it out, they try to go EOP. But EOP is the same thing. If you don't have a case and you ain't facing a serious charge and you go EOP, you're all bad. It's no different from a person going, what if a motherfucker was doing good for 4 or 5 years and they able to go to a level 3 and this level 3 have 50-50 people? You mean to tell me that you gonna whoop your homie because he been doing good for 4 or 5 years and he went to a 50-50 yard with EOP dude? I mean, with dudes that's come from EOP and these weird yards. But what about these dudes that go EOP and because they be running from something, they don't want to go SNY, so they try to play this medical route because they be running from their homies. So when they do come back, their homies be tripping on them. Like, hold on, nigga, what is you doing? Like, see, that's how this EOP is basically the new SNY. It's the new tap out. It's the new sensitive need. It's the new protective custody, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. One thing I know for sure though, they fucked up when they start giving these dudes phones, man. When they start giving dudes in prison phones and allow them to elaborate and talk, I feel like they fucked up because you have dudes sitting on the bunk all day talking about bullshit, talking about fights and stirring up shit. My whole thing is, who is the dudes in the facility with y'all that's allowing y'all to do this, bro? Because if I was in prison and I was doing that, and I feel like I was on a level 4, my homies have a problem with that. Like, nigga, bro, come on, because it'd be stirring up too much shit. My thing is, who is these dudes that's sitting on, like, these dudes, like, who are these dudes around y'all that's allowing these type of things going on? to talk about the outside world, to talk about all the things going on in prison. Prison and out here is two different worlds. So when you got a dude inside of jail talking about everything that goes on inside of jail and everything that happened in these walls, something is wrong, bro. On Hova. So I'm gonna get into this video and I'm gonna get into the dude FBang video too. But one thing I can say, when they start letting these S&Y dudes talk and have phones, but one thing, look, before I get too off track, these S&Y EOP dudes are smarter than regular dudes. This is why. They're smarter because if you look at FBang interview where he do it from, he did it from a collect phone. Look at this dude named Baby Moose Raymond. He did it from collect phone. Now look at all the niggas in prison that's regular GP. Where did they do this from? A fucking cell phone in a fucking cell. Like, how crazy is that? At least the niggas that's EOP, and the crazy thing about it, right? I know a lot of homies was going EOP in order to just go hit a lick or just go get the lick. We had a homie that was on our yard. He went over there just for the lick, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, this dude made it good for us. This was when EOP wasn't what it was, but he did that and shit. We had everything on the yard. So this is a difference, you know what I'm talking about? But these dudes on here just exploiting everything. And I could say that EOP dudes, for them to be so crazy on medications, they have enough common sense to get on a fucking collect phone and do the interview. They did not do it from the cell. So I don't understand it how, you know what I'm saying? They not that fucking crazy. You have enough common sense to know they coming. And EOP is the easiest yard to get anything on. The crazy people, they can get anything. It comes through them before it go anywhere. These dudes is on Lancaster D yard. I was on B yard in Lancaster. So I know exactly how it happens. Let's get into this video and see what he got to say, man. Y'all tell me, like, subscribe, and comment, and tell me what y'all feel about this. Like I said, is the jails the new internet or what, man? Because I can say, when these EOPs and these triple CMS dudes, or whatever, these EOPs, excuse me, and these S&Y dudes start getting on these GP niggas, it's finna look ugly. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like real versus fake. It looked like once these S&Y dudes get back and they start telling their sides, man, a lot of these dudes ain't gonna look too credible, man. But y'all know, y'all tell me what y'all feel, man. I hope like, subscribe, and comment. Let's get into this video and tell me what y'all. This the dude right here. This the dude, Baby Moose from Raymond.
That's who you straight.
You know what I'm talking about? This the dude, Baby Moose from Raymond, man. Let me let y'all get a taste of him and what he putting down and what he talking about. So, Baby Moose is the nigga that's he's EOP, excuse me, he's EOP. And Baby Moose is basically speaking on how his homie tripped on him for trying to come back. You feel me? Whatever it was, he trying to come back. And you know, the real niggas wasn't having it, man. The niggas on them yards wasn't having it, man. So he basically speaking on how he was trying to come back and niggas just wasn't fucking with it, bro. And this is another one, me telling y'all like how it happens, bro. Like no matter what, you can't go say that you crazy on some pills and try to run it back. Niggas don't know what you got going on. So let's see what he talking about.
How did you end up on the yard?
Oh, this shit right here, because it's a mental health program. I'm trying to get out of jail. I got mental problems.
Now, remind you, he can't get out of jail with this mental. Listen, you cannot get out. Anybody that tell you they're trying to get out of jail, they're lying. Because why would they let you out to society and you got a mental problem? Think about it. If you have a mental problem, why the fuck would we let you out of jail to go out here and hurt some people and then blame it back on medical? Come on, bro. That's why niggas don't really think. You feel me? You can beat your case in prison if you got a mental problem, but when it comes to saying that you're trying to get out of jail, that don't make sense.
Medication, stuff like that.
That's a lie. So this dude must have did something. He did something to the Raymonds. I'm gonna ask my boys. I'm gonna ask Kanye Smoke for Raymond, man. Shout out to Tiny Smoke too for Raymond, man. My nigga Tyshawn. Shout out to Tiny Smoke for him, a real one though, my low. I'll send mine to you, bro, if you watching this. On Hova, Cap, that nigga Moon, you know what I'm saying? The real Raymond niggas, my nigga Waldo, on Hova. Slim, Inky Slim, Cuzzo, you feel me? Cartoon, all y'all, man. I mean, some real ones though. No, you wasn't supposed to go. When I went to prison, it wasn't no going no EOP because EOP is like going S&Y. So it wasn't no just freely going no eat no motherfucking EOP. So I don't know where they get this from, bro. But he's older than me. So him saying this is, I don't know if he's trying to clear his shit up, but I feel like if you gonna be on here Tell the truth, bro. But you did not go over there for pills.
Came out with these niggas in prison talking about, hey, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. But black people,
Yeah, black people do what they want. But the thing is, though, why is you going over there, bro? There's a twist to it. There's always a twist, bro. Listen, who the fuck, listen, this real shit. Look, this real shit, right? What's some real shit? Like, understand, right? Who wanna go over there and sit around transsexuals, snitches, and all these bad peoples, bro, and you on a regular yard? Why? Like, why would you wanna go sit around these people for free? You did something. You did something to send you over there. Or you was on drugs, you panicked, and you went to the hole when you woke up and realized it was the dope. You probably went EOP. See, EOP is the next step to SNY. People don't understand. When you're talking to an EOP person, they're the next step to going sensitive need.
Which that no other race should tell no black man what they
Exactly.
do, what they can't do. We Crips, we can do whatever we want to do. I don't pay rent.
But he's hurt though.
But it's just like if you beat your case or whatever you're trying to do with your situation to better yourself, you can do it. But now they've been riches in the game like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't go back.
You can't say that because it used to be like that with your case. If that's the case and you gotta beat your case, you can go EOP. Play crazy. But if you don't have a case and you saying you need medication, that's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. Hawk said that he needed medication, right? He's a liar because he was on a triple CMS yard. Nigga, I had depression. I used to take a pill for depression. Lancaster's a triple CMS yard. When you in Calipat, certain prisons don't prescribe certain medications because it's heat meds. So they don't have a contract. So that's a lie. When niggas act like they gotta go to a yard to get medication, that's a lie. It's a lie. You have a regular yard called triple CMS. You niggas is lying. This is an EOP, meaning that you're playing mentally crazy because you're trying to get out of either a situation or a case. Let's be real. But you know, you can hold court in jail too. You can hold court on the yard. A lot of niggas don't know that. Court get held on the motherfucking yard, man. Fuck you mean? You too big to be EOP though. I ain't gonna lie. Cuz too motherfucking big to be scary EOP, bro. I don't know what situation, but him talking about niggas can't come back. Nigga, you mean to tell me you didn't go back and sock nobody? You ain't sock one person? You too motherfucking big, bro, to be up here complaining about can't go back. You gotta understand this though, y'all mad at the essays. Why is y'all mad at the essays? The essays pressing lines, the essays doing what they're supposed to. The blacks is not. The black will sit up there and a nigga can tell on everybody and then he go EOP and y'all sit and say, well, homie was crazy. No, that's out on Hova. Fuck you talking about? The Mexicans look like the only ones that's pressing the line. Let's be real. Let's be real. In prison, the Mexicans the only one that got structures, bro. And I'm gonna say my homies too, based on we're not Bloods, Crips, and none of that shit. We fall under our own structure. You can't force a nigga to do nothing because the thing is, how can you go back, bro? Listen, if you already a weirdo and ding the fuck out, yeah, you can go SNY, bro. I mean, you can go over there, EOP, because we know he's a weirdo. But you're not finna be completely normal trying to run the yard, and when everybody don't listen to you and you look on the chopping block, all of a sudden you crazy. That's what niggas do. See, they be trying to be somebody on these yards, and then when they get on that chopping block, all of a sudden they have medical issues, they got mental issues, all these type of issues going on. Hold on, bro. If you would have been running that, I ain't never seen one nigga that ran the yard was a leader, bro. Was a nigga, right? Ran everybody on the yard, and then decided, you know what? One day I'm just gonna go SNY, or I'm just gonna go EOP because I'm crazy. I'm that motherfucker crazy. I'm so crazy that I run these niggas, but I will crash these niggas. So my best bet is let me go. I ain't never seen that in my life. It's always been a nigga that owed a drug debt. It's always been a nigga that get high. It's always been a nigga that's trying to be something niggas own him. It's always been a nigga where they got suspicion of paperwork. It's always been a nigga for something. There's some type of suspicion to you for you to go over there. So niggas be trying to go into it, die down. But how you gonna go to it, die down, and you been around this dude that's all bad, rape kids, he done told on niggas. A lot of these niggas that's EOP, that's SNY, they meet up at the EOP. See, EOP is the middle. EOP is the middleman between. This how prison work. EOP is basically the middleman between GP and the bad peoples. So niggas try to go EOP, right? And they try to do that shit to be between and try to see if they can fall on each yard. Some people fall through, some people don't. But see, we didn't caught on to y'all games and y'all tricks. Cause I done been there with niggas and they tried it and the trick and they didn't got, right? So we caught on to y'all tricks. Y'all try to go EOP and y'all try to come in with y'all last paperwork. That's what the boy tried to do. No. Put all your paperwork since you've been in prison. And then why did you, these lockup orders? Where's your lockup order? Your lockup order tells you why you there. Why did you get locked up in the hole in the first place? Was it safety concerns? Was it? It's got to be safety concerns. That's how niggas always leave. Safety concerns are you trying to harm yourself or harm somebody. You feel me? Or got harmed. But really it's safety concerns. So he struck me as a safety concern type person based on the fact, if you don't have safety concerns, what is you worried about going back to the yard for? Y'all just fucked up a good nigga because I was fucked up in the head. Because I was young and I was fucked up in the head. These dudes that started gangbanging was kids, 15, 14, 13-year-old. Fucked up in the head, bro. Kids, bro. So if you were just fucked up in the head, other people should understand that. If you was a loc, you thugging, you a nigga, and you know, you just happen to want to be crazy. You know, when you in jail, bro, listen, one thing about jail, everybody's going home, or those who ain't going home want to make their situation comfortable as possible. So if you a nut and you crazy, we encouraging you to go over there. Before you even know that you crazy, we telling you, bro, you crazy, go over there. But and when you want to volunteer to go, there's usually an issue with you. On Hoover, tell me if I'm wrong. Go in the comments, drop oranges, bro, let me know. How many people y'all seen niggas run the yard, they got the yard, they in the best position possible, and one day they just go and say, I'm going EOP because I'm kind of crazy. You don't see it.